Yes, we are going to combine these two methods and see which one can be very nice for us. So remember, I posted a video on showing you how to do these temporary dreadlocks, and this is how it was, the extended dreadlocks. And yes, the method was that we always try to put it like the hair is supposed to be the one that we are using, passing through our kinky, and then this method makes it very easy for us to unplait, or others they will call to undo them. Yes, so that's why we chose to use this method of the extended dreadlocks. So still the locking, it is still going to remain the same, this one and the other one of the individual dreadlocks. So all these are going to be in this video so that you see the method that I used. I got it from this one because this is what we have been using, and then it was like, now there's some other people who don't love to lock their hair, and they would want to do them individual. So this one, we saw it on the previous videos that I've been doing, and now I tried to do the still on the kids. Yes, but this one was also individual. Then after, I just locked the front hair, as we're going to be seeing in the video. So for the video for it, let's try to see how the individual dreadlocks are going to be. Number one, we have to expect the back combing of the kinky, and that one helps us. And then if you try to look at the locking, it is still the same locking with the previous locking. Sorry, like if you saw the first place when I was locking, and then even the hair extension that we are supposed to be using. So let's start.
Maurice, the crochet master.
All right, yes, my name is Maurice, the crochet master, and yes, I work at Hair by Clippers. Yes, to those ones who always want to know my location, please, you can always search for Hair by Clippers with Z, then you will find me there waiting for you. So I realized one thing, that most of the times people fear to lock their hair, and then I came out sorry, I came out with this method of the individual dread locking, and now this individual is not going to let us lock, because now since it is something that we would want to avoid, so I decided to do it the same way, but when we are not locking. So now I call this method like in the individual dread locking, because we are not going to lock them. So number one, what we can always do is to start it with the inside knotless way. So now this one is going to help us because I always tell you, those ones who have been following the method of the inside knotless way, even when we are doing it with the braids or the kinky, this method is always very, very perfect for those ones who would want to lock their hair after like month or 2 months. So we always plait the hair this way. And now what I can always advise you on this one, yes, we should relate with the other first one of the locking. Those ones who have been following the extended dreadlocks, that we always lock. And what I showed them, that we lock according to the shape of the rectangular. That's how we're supposed to we have to follow that shape. Other people use the box way, but most of the times when we're locking, because I showed it to you, that when you're locking in the box format, sometimes it is very hard to lock the hair. It cannot come out very, very nicely. So we choose to use the sorry, we chose to use the that rectangular shape, so that one, when you lock it, it looks very very nice. So as we're going to be seeing in this video, so what I'm trying to show you here is that when we are locking this, when we doing the individual dreadlocks, it's not different from the dreads that we have been doing, mostly like when it comes to the shaping and the linings, yes, and even how to arrange those boxes. Remember, it's in the rectangular format. We have to do that still, because we overview that this person later, this hair might come, might grow, and you can always lock them and you continue with them. So so it is the same way that we are going to make our rectangular. As you can see, this is not a box, it is not in the box format, it is in the rectangular format. So it is still what it is the same. It is what I'm going to be using as we're making, and we are using the inside knotless way. So here, all I want you to understand is that we have not changed anything. We have not changed anything. The only thing that we have to change here is the locking first. So those ones who have been doing the locking, the extended dreads, we have been locking first. But now in this video, we are not going to lock. We are just going to plait this. But now let's not finish the whole head, because all we need to see is how are the individual dreadlocks applied, and what are we supposed to how are we supposed to do it. So and so this is what we we need to see in this video. So now if you try to look at on how I'm doing this, one, you can say that I'm going to do them this way, then after I can lock. It means when you're doing them, you're supposed to make them loose. I'm going to show you, I will show you that after that we are going to make it loose. So when this is the type of the Afro kink that I already used, those ones who have been asking me, and now this is how it comes packed. The other package is like this. Then when you remove them, this is how they come. So you just have to make them soft. Just have to make them soft, and this is how you make them soft, just like this. I know it might be hard for you, but trust me, you will handle. You just have to make them very soft like this. Make sure that it is really very very soft. So since we are going to use the same method as you've been seeing, if you have that first part, the first part when we are starting this video, it is still going to be the same locking, but just because here we are not going to lock the hair, we're just going to crochet them as we have been doing. We just crochet them with the extension. So now let's start, because now we have seen how it looks when it is soft. So after doing my braiding this way, you can see down it is twisted. I didn't want to make them 3 from down up to the end, because you know sometimes when it comes to natural hair, when you plait it in 3s, it might sorry, it might be hard for you to unplait it. So after, I just have to make sure that I back comb, and I've been telling you why we always back comb. Sometimes we do back combing to make that kinky, to create more to create more thickness of the kinky, and it will not be too light, so that when you're crocheting this the hair inside, it cannot just come out. You understand? Because remember, we are using the hair to I'm locking using the hair, and in that if someone after a while someone will be able to unlock them. I told you this is temporarily, and to the people that we have been plaiting this type of hair, we always unplait it, and still we can always repair it. So those ones who would like spend, let's say, 5-6 months and then they unplate, it is very fine. Even a year, you can always unplate them. But now if you try to look at the method of locking, still it is the same locking that we always do, like down and up, like that. So let me not make it too long. It is down and up, then after that you just have to turn it and bring it back so that you finish the locking. The ending is supposed to be it is supposed to be uniform, in that when you're doing the repair, it is always very easy for you to lock it. So one, we need to pass this, we are passing it from the sides as we're adding. If you've been following the other one, then we cut into 3 portions. Then after that, what we do, we just, you can see, then what we do is we bring the back combing, we start back combing it like this. I told you to create the thickness. It creates it gives that kinky not to be too light, so that when you're adding your hair, it is going to settle firm because you have created the thickness of the kink. Then we start doing the locking. So here the locking is, you just change it this way, lock, and then you bring this up outside, you lock, just like that. You just lock, you see. So you continue doing it that same way. So I didn't want to go too much deep in this video because what I know that most of you know how to do, like the first method, and now it's what I just wanted to bring, because in here I've just changed only one thing, is the locking from the basing. So it is you now to tell me, going in my comment section, tell me which one would look like which one would be best for you in that but for me, I feel like to those ones always fear to lock their hair, we can always do this individual one, because it can also do both. Like after, when you have growth, you can always lock it, you understand? So I would like you to go in my comment section, tell me maybe if you have ever tried the other previous method. You can tell me the experience that you got, and then if now we are doing this, what you would expect, you understand? So so now here, let me try to show you something that is different, that you need to know about it. That in that, now I did 2 boxes. This one I made it somehow loose, showing you that it can also be locked like this, you understand? Like those ones we feel they are loose can be locked, and the other ones you can still plait them tight and you don't lock them to remain with that shape of individual look. So these are the dreadlocks that are coming, you understand?